If you're on a journey of self-healing, you may wonder what is actually involved. Like, what are the steps to go through to actually become your best self, to become rooted in your confidence, in just embodiment of who you really are? Then this video is going to be for you. Now, I have been self-healing for over 4 years now. I grew a love for it after listening to Joe Dispenza. I learned how to meditate. I learned self-hypnosis to access the theta brainwave to rewire the mind. And that's been really transformational for me in that I have developed a really happy and healthy outlook. My relationship is really healthy, really drama-free, and my life is just really peaceful, a lot more peaceful than it once was. And so it really is my mission now to help you do the same so that you can feel calm, you can feel clear, and you can feel confident in who you are and what you are working towards. The way that I see it is that there are 3 main healing journey stages. Okay, this sort of bases in Hermetic teachings of the planes of existence. Okay, the first plane being physical. This is the first stage of self-healing. Is if you imagine like a staircase, physical being the entry point. This is where you start to become more aware of yourself. You get out of your head and into your body. So you may look at purifying here, your diet, your media, just becoming more conscious and aware of what it is that you are consuming. So maybe you're less inclined to watch the news, okay? You're a bit more conscious about what you're doing, what you're putting into your body. You may slow down on the alcohol or develop a physical fitness routine, right? Mastering your physical body is the first stage of healing. In here as well is really regulating your nervous system. So getting yourself out of a flight, fight, or freeze response and into calm. From here, you're likely going to be drawn towards modalities that help you slow down. So meditation, breath work, these sort of things, getting out of your head and into your body. Now, the second staircase of self-mastery, of healing, falls in line with the second Hermetic plane of existence, which is the mental plane. Okay, so your mental and emotional body, I like to say, are connected because your thoughts typically are attached with emotions. So for example, if you have a negative thought, that can create a negative feeling in your body. And so the second stage of your healing journey is clearing what is not you. Okay, so when you're younger, you are being conditioned. You don't have really the function to make conscious decisions and filter what you want to believe or not. You simply just believe based on the people around you, what they're doing. You learn what is right or what is wrong. The reactions of those around you are teaching you how to behave in the world and what people say to you, right? You take on board as truth. And these form your core belief systems. And it's basically the foundation of how you think and feel is formed in your early childhood years, so 1 to 7. So the role of the second stage of your healing journey is really clearing out and purifying all that is not you. So the distortions that you may have about yourself, a classic example is feeling not good enough. Right? You didn't decide that. Naturally, in your organic essence, in your truer essence, of course you're enough. You're a divine being, right? And so removing these distortions is going to help you see more clearly. It's going to help you come back into more truth and authenticity in your soul and being more of an expression of that rather than an expression of other people's thoughts and ideas and beliefs. So in here, it's really about questioning the thoughts that you have that aren't making you feel good and questioning them. Like, did they start from you? Did you decide that? Did someone else decide that for you? Right? And then consciously choosing what you want. It's cleaning up the mental body and also the emotional body. Because when you're young and you're experiencing world, things happen, right? As humans, we have emotional experiences, things that make us feel happy and joy and love, and things that also make us feel scared and sad and alone, okay? And when you're experiencing things when you're younger and they're making you feel not very good, and you're not given a safe space to process or to express your emotions, then it's easy just to shove them down, push them down, deep down inside of you, and not deal with them. Like just ignore them and hope that they will go away. Okay, this is actually storing the emotions in your body, in your subconscious memory files, and they're not actually going anywhere. So now when you're going about your day-to-day life, you might have an experience that triggers an emotion in your body, something that you haven't dealt with from when you were young. So the second stage of the healing journey is really just about being honest where you're at and how you're thinking and feeling, and being responsible for that, right? If you're living in fear and you're not putting yourself out there because you're scared of what will happen, or you're afraid of what other people will think of you, then it's your responsibility to clean that up so that you can go after the things that feel good for you, so that you can create a life that feels good, right? A life that is led by your truth and your choice to be the version of you that you want to be, not the version of you that other people may have wanted you to be. Okay, this is a big journey for me in learning to care less what other people think and go against the grain, right? Other people's expectations had always weighed on me personally. For example, like a career choice, my family always wanted me to go towards law, towards getting like a normal career, going to university. And I did this for a while until I realized that actually wasn't even me, right? I wasn't aligned with the lifestyle that gave me. And so I had to make a choice in living for me and putting my needs first, even if that meant doing something scary like dropping out of university and, perhaps sabotaging a really healthy career in the future, which I did. And so even though now I may not be a lawyer, I'm actually a lot happier in what I'm doing, right? I get to help people, I get to help myself, I get to play in this beautiful world of energy and self-healing, and I get to see the true capability of humans, like the true human potential, because the more that I follow myself and my heart and my dreams, the more that I learn about myself, the more that I like myself, the more that I like the life that I am creating for myself. And so that brings me to stage 3 of the staircase of the self-healing journey. The third stage is really creating your reality, right? And we can look at this in the frame of the Hermetic teachings of the spiritual plane of existence. So from here, it's really about unlocking your deeper intuition, right? Really working with your heart and your soul's desires to then create a life that feels good. All right, the reason that we want to work on intuition here is because your ability to perceive energy comes in really handy in a spiritual sense, right? Energetically, you have your own energy field, a nice torus field of energy, and there can be distortions or interference in your field. And so being able to read into your energetic field to then clear distortions or interference that might be making you feel a little bit frazzled or uneasy or not yourself is really powerful, because then you can clear the way towards what you're creating, right? It goes a little bit deeper than your mental body beliefs and your emotional body emotions. It's more energetic, more outside of yourself. And this is really important on the self-healing journey, because the end goal, right, is to become sovereign, is to become in your truth, your authenticity. And so being able to remove everything that is not yours on a spiritual level clears the way. It clears the way for you to be fully you without any interference. Like if you think about an example of this would be like going to the shopping centers, and say you go to the shopping center and you feel like you're happy and you're in a good mood, and then you walk around for a bit, you're feeling a bit drained, you're feeling a bit tired. By the time you finish the shops, you just can't wait to go home, and now you're flat and now you're exhausted. Right? What's happened here is you've gone in your energy and you've crossed paths with other people's energy, and you've picked up parts of their energy. So someone might be having a bad day and that's rubbed off on you. Someone else might have some entities attached and that's rubbing off on you. Okay, and now you have an impure energy field that isn't necessarily your own. And being aware of this means that you can ultimately control your frequency, noticing when you dip and then finding what that is, and then changing that so that you can always be in your truth frequency, in your own energy. Of course, depending on where you're at in your healing journey, and know that these stages aren't linear, like they may overlap. Typically you can be in the physical and mental at once, the mental and spiritual at once, and even all three, right? But there's a starting point. The entry window is the physical body, moving into the mental body, moving then into the spiritual body, right? This can be quick with the right tools and support, or it can be a lifelong journey. And that, of course, depends on you and how quickly that you want to evolve. Maybe you're really driven by growth and evolution. Like myself, I love fast change and transformation. Or maybe you're okay just taking little steps and taking it day by day and doing what you can and just piece by piece working at it. And that is more than fine. Okay, it's all just a beautiful journey, and what's important is enjoying yourself along the way, right? The whole goal of self-healing is so that you can be your best self. And the more work that you do on yourself, the more that you come into your truth and purity, which is ultimately you being your best. So I hope that helps give you some perspective on where you're at and what to work on. So just to recap, your physical body is really calming down the system, your system. So getting out of your head into your body and just starting to feel safe in your body. The second stage is being aware of stored emotions and limiting beliefs, and then questioning them, challenging them, changing them. I like to use specific tools like subconscious rewiring for this, and using self-hypnosis to create fast change. And then the final stage is spiritual, so more multi-dimensional healing, clearing stuff that is energetic and unseen, right? This is the pathway to be your best self. So I hope that this helps you identify where you're at and know what to work on. If you're someone that wants extra support and tools to do this, to move through the stages, to calm your body, clear your mind, and then have the confidence to actually create a reality that feels really good to you, that feels like it's actually yours, right? Not someone else's, then I am opening up some tailored community spaces to help you achieve this, right? Each community space is going to be tailored for where you're specifically at. So whether you're in stage 1, in stage 2, in stage 3, my goal is really for you to come together to find your tribe and to heal in a space that is supportive with the right tools to help you grow, okay, at your own pace. So if you're interested in this, I've got a waitlist below. You can jump on the waitlist just to be the first to know when doors open. And if that's not for you, that is more than fine. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel so that you see more content like this. All right, thank you and have a lovely day.